What is up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of Infinite Takes. I'm here joined by my partner in crime, JP84, and he's currently coming. He's coming right now.
What's up, y'all?
His camera's off.
Wait, it
Your
looks like
your
my camera's on.
your camera's literally blank, bro.
Is it good?
No, it's still blank.
How about now?
No.
Let me try to rejoin. Hold up.
Okay. Alright, guys, we are currently waiting for him. All right, and there he is. Yep, there you are.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome back everyone to Infinite Takes. I'm here with JP84, my partner in crime. So here we are, another, and I can't believe it. We're one day. We are one day out from Super Bowl 60.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because uh, it's been talked about for a while. Obviously, with a, I do think that I heard Mike Vrabel gave the Patriots team like a whole like practice to kind of simulate what they're gonna be dealing with tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So,
And they were
very
like
interesting.
I saw videos that they were like practicing with to get together or something.
Oh, oh, well, that's interesting. But before we get to the big storylines from each sport, we got the Fast 10, 10 of the best storylines that basically took over the entire media for a while.
Yeah.
Starting at number 10, we got the World Baseball Classic rosters being revealed. Um, it's going to
The
be,
rosters are amazing, especially the ones we obviously know.
AG, we got the headlines are covered by us.
Oh,
So
yeah, I'll fix that right now.
Okay, but yeah, with the World Baseball Classic rosters being revealed, will be very interesting to see um
There we are.
what the which has the best roster. We'll get to those later in this show, but all of them are really good. I have
Yeah,
to admit, all of them are really good. Um, and then with number 9, we have Anthony Davis to the Wizards. That
biggest news of the NBA all week.
yeah, I mean with
A lot of
that
people
trade,
saying, a lot of people here are saying that that he's gonna be that the Wizards are now championship contenders. Nah.
no, I do think they could make a playoff run next year, depending
Next
on
year,
how they do in the draft.
well,
Depending on how they do in the draft.
and if this man can stay healthy,
Yeah, because we obviously know he's very injury prone. So it'll be very interesting to see what the Wizards can do with AD. Obviously, one of their star players now. Will be very interesting to see what he can bring to the Wizards.
yeah,
Now with number 8, Robert Kraft. We obviously know who went to the Hall of Fame. We'll get to that later in the show, but before the NFL honors kicked off, we found out that this man, Robert Kraft, was not going to be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah,
Obviously, it's quite a big surprise for a lot of people because you would expect a guy like Kraft to be in the um, in the Hall of Fame. So
Yeah,
it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out for him.
right.
So number 7, Framber Valdez. He is
Biggest
going
news
to
of
the
the
Tigers.
biggest
He
new,
got the money he wanted.
biggest news of baseball all week.
Yeah, he got the money he wanted. Um,
And
now,
The Tigers now has Tarek Skubal and Framber Valdez, two lefties.
yeah,
Cy
will
Young
be.
winner to a former cheater. Winner.
Yeah, I mean, but we'll see how it goes. Very interesting to see what he can do with that. Now that he's on a really good team now, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll
Number
see.
6, James Harden.
More news.
After the Anthony Davis news, this broke with James Harden. He's going to the Cavaliers, um, and Darius Garland got traded to the Clippers um, in exchange. Will be very interesting to see what James Harden can bring to the Cavaliers
Yeah,
and see what Darius Garland can do as well.
they both in that in with Donovan Mitchell. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see. Number 5, Cletus McFarland, YouTube sensation. So we'll see what Cletus McFarland can do. Obviously, this will be down to if he gets approval on the 10th, which is a NASCAR test at Rockingham. I did make a short about this when it broke. Um, honestly, I he is doing at least 5 ARCA races as well. We'll get later to this in the show, but with Cletus McFarland, we'll see what he can do in trucks.
Yeah.
Number 4,
The
the
NFL
NFL
honors.
honors.
That was, I mean, you can't go wrong with these awards. Everybody deserved those awards.
Yeah.
But you can make
Um,
an argument that they didn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then with the next one, with number 3, the 3-team trade chaos. There were
With
3
Brandon
teams
Donovan.
involved. We'll get later into this, but Brendan Donovan was in that.
Yeah.
Obviously, just that's a blockbuster trade, especially when it includes 3 teams. When it
Yeah.
includes 3 teams, I mean, that's amazing. Just including 3 teams in a trade and just all of them, the Cardinals, the Mariners, and the Rays, all in that. We'll get to this
Mariners.
trade
It's
later,
the Mariners, not the Mariners.
which I hate pronunciation. I get them mixed up with the Marlin Mar I was about to say it again. Mariners, the Mariners. My
Mariners, yeah.
gosh, bro. So yeah, number 2, Giannis. He's forced to stay. It was announced later this week that he was forced that the Bucks were countering offers. They were countering offers that Giannis was not going to leave.
Yeah.
Um, this
I
this
compared this to the Micah Parsons trade.
yeah, this is basically the same thing because it's you're. I mean, we'll get to this later, but it's creating a toxic atmosphere in Milwaukee right now because Giannis wants out.
And the
The
Bucks
Bucks
wanted
were
to stay.
the Bucks wanted him to stay, but they were listening to offers
They were,
before
yeah.
the trade deadline, and then they were like, "Yeah, no, you're staying. We don't care what you think. You're staying here."
Yeah.
So, and number 1, the
The
Super Bowl
Super
is
Bowl,
tomorrow.
it's tomorrow.
Super
Finally.
Bowl, Super Bowl
Finally.
60.
Finally.
Yeah,
I
we'll
used to
see
pray
what
for
happens.
times like this.
We'll see what happens. Obviously, Patriots, the massive underdog here. Obviously, yes, their defense, the Patriots' defense is really good. Seahawks defense, easily the, if not one of, if not the best defense, and same can be said with their offense, the Seahawks. I mean,
Right.
they are the deserving champion. Will that turn out to be the case? 1 yard line will tell the tale.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
And
Um,
and then later in the pot show we will be and giving our players to watch out for. So stay
Yes.
tuned for that. And for now, the NFL news.
So, we gotta go back a bit. Oh yeah, with the NFL has with the NFL coming up, we'll see what happens. This first article, has the NFL gone soft? Personally,
I think it has.
he has got Flacco has got a point with
Yeah,
Flacco does have a point by saying we signed up to get hurt. He has a point there. I do kind of agree with him with because you're talking about the NFL. They added the body weight penalty. They added like unnecessary roughing the passer.
yeah,
That's that sort of stuff. It kind of goes against what the NFL is. It's a sport where you sign up to get blindsided. I'm trying to.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
I do.
know.
I'm
Yeah,
siding with Flacco
and
on this one,
football's
obviously, but
football's a physical sport too. Like this is the quarterback. He drops back. This is the defender. Yeah, he is coming right at you, and then the refs are saying,
yeah, it's
and it
it's
flag.
yeah, it's a very controversial topic. Um,
Yeah,
but
you guys can argue with us if you about our decisions. You
but
guys,
I personally agree that with Flacco on this, that the
I
NFL
have to
has
go with
gone soft.
Flacco on this one too. This is the softest, probably the softest American sport ever.
So we'll see. And the next one,
Will
will Max
Max
Crosby be
Crosby be
traded?
traded?
Personally, I think he does. I think
I
he
think he
does.
will get traded. Yeah, I think yes, he was on that talk show with repping all that Raiders gear. I don't think it's gonna be there for that long.
Yeah, I think he wants to stay, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, he was when he was injured, he was showing videos of himself like shooting hoops in his house.
Yeah, yeah. So that means the Raiders were faking the injury reserve so they can just get the number one pick.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I mean, in that video, I mean, it showed
And the top candidates to get him, which I've heard, was the Commanders, Cowboys, and a couple other teams.
like the Patriots as well.
Patriots,
Patriots are another big one that
yeah,
could go for him.
if they lose
I
the
do
Super
believe they have the
Bowl,
cap space as well to do so. So very
they do.
interesting.
If the
I
Patriots
do
lose
think
the
they have.
Super Bowl this year, watch that Raiders logo turn into the Patriots logo.
Yeah, I would not be surprised because I don't really see the Patriots pass rush being really great. It's good, but it's like not. It's
The only
similar
good,
to
the,
the
the only
Commanders
good part
last
about
year.
yeah, the only good part about the Patriots pass rush is just Milton Williams, and I know that, and I know that from as an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
M-
With I mean with um Max Crosby potentially going to the if he does go to the Patriots, I would not be surprised if they probably go like 3 first rounders and like a couple players. Because Max Crosby is like the best player on the Raiders, like no
Oh my
question.
God, no question. Yeah,
He's easily one of their best players. I would say probably like if the Patriots do go after him, they probably trade 3 firsts and I don't know,
Another maybe
maybe like
a player or some
yeah,
sort.
maybe Hunter Henry or someone like that
Oh, Hunter Henry. No,
because the Raiders do need a tight end, but like a
they
second
do.
tight end behind Bowers because he was in or wait no he's on the Raiders. Yeah, he's on the Raiders. So they do
Yeah,
have Bowers, but he was injured for like half the year it seemed like.
but here's what my view. If the Raiders don't draft Fernando Mendoza, then Crosby's out of there.
Yeah.
Crosby's out if
Yeah.
they don't draft
I
Mendoza.
would be shocked if the Raiders didn't go after Mendoza.
If they do go after Mendoza, what the Raiders logo is staying on his helmet.
Yeah. It'll be very interesting to see what happens of this, but would not be surprised if he does one out uh during like free agency. Uh
or
during the
post
or
or
just at
post
any time.
draft
Yeah,
or the
or
post
post
draft.
draft, whenever that
Yeah.
may be. So with that, with the next one, it was first Bill Belichick. Now it's Robert Kraft.
This is
Honest,
just absurd. I think it's just the haters out there that just hate the Patriots.
yeah. Although you just these are elected people. They're gonna have to. The voting process I've heard is on the verge of potentially being changed because of this.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, it's it just seems off that you
it is
first do
off.
Bill Belichick, you take him out, and then you decide to do the same treatment to Robert Kraft. I mean,
Right, yeah.
both of these guys made the Patriots what they were.
Yeah.
Put the court
No,
cases with Deflategate, Spygate, put that aside for a sec.
mm,
What
or
they were able to do, both Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, were able to make one of the greatest dynasties of all time. Put the
yeah,
cheating aside. I mean, they did a good job.
they did.
So
Yeah. And
I just,
they came back from that 28-3 deficit.
I
That that
mean, you're
that's
calling that. Originally, I thought that was when I first saw that. When I was watching that live, I was like, "There's got to be something like wrong. Did they deflate the balls again or something? Like, there was no way that they choked it that bad."
I
But no, it was a legit comeback. It was one of the best comebacks of all time.
I know.
Uh, so I mean, what they were able to do was just unbelievable. So I I can almost think that I mean, whenever Andy Reid retires, is this what they're going to do? They're going to do the same thing?
Eh,
I highly doubt it.
or will the NFL be rigged again and put Andy Reid in the Hall of Fame, except
Yeah,
not Bill Belichick.
yeah. I mean, it'll be very interesting to see what they're going to do next year, what the class is next year, because obviously with this with Kraft not being in it, with Bill Belichick not being in it, I mean, what does this mean for others um after him? Like,
Yeah,
say they do this similar stuff. Like, say Josh Harris is like a 10-time Super Bowl winner. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but say that happens and Dan Quinn wins 7 of them. Are they going to not get in the Hall of Fame their first year of eligibility? Like, it just seems wrong
the
that
Hall of Fame voting is
it
wrong.
just seems off that they would do this. It kind of loses the Hall of Fame's credibility.
Yeah,
Um, so it's going to be very interesting to see if they win get in the Hall of Fame next year, maybe. But
right.
uh, will be interesting to see what happens later down the road.
All right, next article.
With the NFL, it has expanded its international schedule, obviously with 3 London games, a game in Madrid, a game in Munich, Paris, Melbourne, Rio de Janeiro, Mexico City. The Saints being the home team for the Paris game.
Yeah,
Um, and honestly, it makes sense to me why they would do the Saints because New Orleans, French city,
it is a French.
Paris, French.
Yeah,
So that's probably why. And plus, their logo is literally a fleur de lis. I mean, um, so it'll be. I mean, to me, that choice makes sense. Whether they're good or bad, I honestly think they could be a dark horse next year.
they
Um,
could.
they could very well be
I
because
if they have a good free agency
and a good draft because
and a
obviously
good draft.
they have a top 10 pick if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think it's like a pick. I think the Commanders we have the 7th. I think the Saints have like the 9th or 10th or something like that.
right.
They had a better record than us, I'm aware. But or the same. But yeah, I do think that that's a good idea that they have the Paris game with the Saints as the home team. So it'll be very interesting to see who the other team is for Paris. With the Madrid, um, again, will be interesting to see that how that one plays out. Obviously, the one with the Dolphins and Commanders did not go well.
Yeah,
Um, it was bad.
that game
You-
was just bad in general. Like
yeah, it was two bad teams. Nothing really you could have
The
expected. I mean,
Dolphins fans be like, how are we winning this? How is this game this close to Marcus Mariota?
yeah, but I mean, Mariota was good last year. I mean,
I mean he
quietly he was quietly good. The rest of the team was just terrible.
I know.
We were just plagued by injuries the whole year. So I mean,
Hey, at least
when
hey Traylon.
we're healthy, we are a playoff team,
Yeah, that's true.
like a regular playoff team. When we are healthy,
Yeah, Jaden Daniels just needs to stay healthy. He cannot just sit all day on his virtual goggles, hey, pretending he's in an NFL game or whatever. And he needs to focus on his rehab more.
yeah, I kind of agree with that as well. So,
Same with
um,
Marshall Lattimore, but except that he doesn't have virtual meta glasses
yeah,
goggles.
actually, with the Rio game, we found out that the Cowboys uh will be one of the teams for that.
Could Philly be the away team?
That'd be crazy if that
That
would
would
be
be
actually a
awesome.
really good game if that
That
was
would
the
be
case,
really.
or just any division rival. I mean, because the NFC East honestly is, I think NFC Beast is back.
It's back
Honestly,
next year.
it's gonna be back because
Once the
I mean
Commanders are
the
up and
Giant,
healthy again.
yeah, the Giants, young up and coming team, one of the greatest head coaches the game
Command
has ever seen.
and the Commanders, they're gonna come back healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, with and obviously the Eagles already a powerhouse. Kevin Petula-less.
Yeah, and
And then
Dallas could possibly win the East next year.
I mean, I honestly think either the Giants or us will win next year. I don't think the Eagles or Cowboys win it. I,
Yeah, I think we might
the
get
Eagles or Cowboys will come second or and third, and then who is
yeah
it? But it's all of us are going to have close to winning records. I think one of us is going to go 8 and 9. The other is going to go 9 and 8,
The
10 and
East is gonna
7,
be
and
really
then 12 and 5.
the East is gonna be like a huge. It's gonna be like the Big Ten, and, but
Yeah,
in
it's
the
going to be
NFL
really close. So
or
it'll
the
be
SEC.
interesting.
Yeah, in the next article,
I
are
think
the command
we saw this. I don't know for any of you, but for those who saw on their out on the internet, this logo showed up on the Commander's website. Showed up.
it still has the
Um,
W, but there's a
Now
lot of
there's
more
arrows and a
design.
shield
There's
with
a
the two
shield
stars.
with spears and stars.
And
I kind of like this logo better.
personally, I like it as well. Um, Although it'd be interesting to see how that would fit on a helmet. It'd be interesting. Maybe it's just going to show the arrow. It could very
Yeah,
well just be the arrow, similar to back in the '90s, I believe, where we had that arrow logo with
and what are the uniforms gonna be are gonna look
it.
like?
It had again, those haven't been revealed yet either.
Yeah,
Um, it'll be very interesting because obviously with the uh, it was confirmed that the Commanders would be one of 4 teams to have a jersey change. Apparently, the Commanders are also trying to um, make those Super Bowl era jerseys their away uniforms, which I honestly completely agree with. I love those jerseys.
oh, I love those jerseys
I
too.
love like the whole uniform with the helmet and everything. I think the helmet should be their permanent one.
Except the down part is the W, not the old logo.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. But with the this new logo, it honestly looks really good. I mean, this looks like a step in the right direction. Um, but yeah, it will be very interesting to see if this is like real or maybe they're teasing it, maybe they're not. Um, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. Next article.
All the head coaching vacancies, they're finally filled. There you have finally been filled with from this week. Um,
I think the
Obviously,
best hiring out of all was it's got to be Harbaugh
yeah, it had to be Harbaugh. Or you could make an argument that the Stefanski hiring was really good as well.
or the Salah hiring.
True, because he did bring in Brian Dable to be his offensive coordinators, Robert Saleh.
The Titans
Um,
could be a dark horse next year too.
very well could be with a young quarterback. I mean, obviously with Brian Dable knowing how to develop young quarterbacks.
But some people say the Giants are the heaviest dark horses with Harbaugh, Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, possibly Arvell Reese being
And
drafted.
Cam Scattergood as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
Scatterboot.
you missed the most important one, man.
Oh,
So with the uh, with the Todd Monken hiring,
that's
we
the
found
worst
out
one.
we found out yesterday. Honestly, I think the Joe Brady one was
The
probably
worst.
either the Munkin or Brady hiring was the worst. And I have seen a lot of Bills fans have hated the Brady hiring, and a lot of Browns fans
And there are
are
just
in kind of in the middle with the Munkin hiring, but obviously the Browns don't have high expectations. I mean,
yeah,
let's be honest with that.
let's be honest.
Um, but I mean, with the vacancies filled, I mean, Kubiak to the Rams will be very interesting. Very interesting after the Super Bowl to see what
Yeah.
happens. Or actually, the Jeff Halfley hiring could be arguably one of the worst as well because we saw how bad he threw away that game against the Bears twice in
Yeah,
one season.
he did.
Um, so
Right.
he's bringing basically everyone from the Packers on the defensive side. I
Now
mean,
the Dolphins are going to be the one blowing fourth quarter leads.
I mean, they're already losing in all three quarters. Might as well lose in the fourth. Um, so very interesting to see what these hirings bring. I do think that the Stefanski hiring or the Harbaugh hiring are the best one. McCarthy would probably be a third, and then Salah would probably be a fourth.
Yeah,
Because Mike McCarthy is a great head coach.
he
It's
is.
just he's had a weakness in the playoffs, similar to Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, that's right.
Ever since that win in 2011, I believe. No, it was or it was 20. Whenever I think it was 2010 to 2011 that um,
The
Mike
Packers
McCarthy ended up winning
with
the
Aaron
Super Bowl with
Rodgers.
the Packers. Yeah, and I think that this could probably persuade Aaron Rodgers to
To
come
stay.
back
Yeah,
for like one more year,
just
see how it
one more.
goes.
Yeah. If it doesn't go well,
Uh,
Rodgers is going to a retirement home.
yeah, well, it again will be very interesting to see how this turns out to how this turns out, how these hirings will look later. Um, but yeah, with the new hirings, it's time will tell, really, but we'll see how it goes with these hirings.
But
And with the that Super Bowl 60, it's arrived. We have been waiting for 2 weeks roughly
I know.
for this.
I'm
We've
so
been
excited.
waiting. Um, so honestly, I'm really excited for this one because um Patriots, great team. Seahawks, great team.
I know, man.
Um, it's gonna be
But let's be honest. If the Broncos didn't have Jared Stidham and Bo Nix was healthy, this would have been a completely different matchup.
yeah, it definitely would have been. Um, so we'll see how it turns out to become for this. We are now gonna announce our players to watch here because we are not gonna be streaming the Super Bowl.
Yep. You can take it
So
away.
I'm gonna say player that I would want to watch out for would be either Sam Darnold or JSN. One
Yeah.
those two or dynamic duo. Um, because when I look at both of them, you really can't. These two have completely, especially Sam Darnold. A lot of people were calling the Seahawks idiots for paying him that much money for 3 years.
Yeah, and
Um,
look what's happened.
it's
Look
turned
what's
around.
got him.
It's flipped for him.
And it's all because Mike McDonald. He's a great head coach.
Yeah, I mean, Coach of the Year candidate. Honestly, I think he should have won Coach of the Year over Vrabel.
Yeah.
But I mean, well deserving for Vrabel as well, because the Patriots probably they were the biggest underdog this entire postseason. Everyone was calling them a fake number 2 seed. Y'all have had the easiest schedule. Well, they come in and beat all these teams, although it was probably the easiest way to get to a Super Bowl possible.
Yeah.
They beat the Chargers, who choke constantly in the postseason. They beat the Texans, and CJ Stroud decided, I'm going to throw 4 interceptions, and against the Broncos, who didn't even have Bo Nix.
Yeah.
So
If the Broncos had Bo Nix, we would have
it would have been a
admitted.
blowout. It would have
Yeah.
been a blowout.
Yeah. We would have admitted, if the snow didn't affect it.
Yeah. Even I mean, yeah, it's definitely um it was definitely an easy schedule for them.
It was.
Um but what are your picks for this?
I think it's going to be Seahawks. And again, I think that Drake May will still play a good game. I still think Stephon Diggs is probably going to score at least one touchdown in the Super Bowl, but it's probably going to be like, I don't know, 17-3 at halftime. But Drake May will only throw one interception in the first half, but although most of the turnovers are going to be turnovers on downs,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah, because I mean the Seahawks, they'll
Defense,
punish you
the
anywhere.
defense is insane.
Yeah, their defense is, I personally think they're way better than they're way better than the Patriots defense.
Yeah,
Because I mean look at all the teams they faced. They faced pretty decent teams, but some were easy.
yeah.
And the difference to
But you can
me,
make an argument that the Ravens game was hard for the Patriots.
yeah, you couldn't say to me that the Seahawks are the better team, because on the easy teams, they blew them out. I mean, you look at Atlanta, Washington, Pittsburgh, all those teams, they blew them out. They
Oh
were,
God.
I mean, they were blowing them out the whole game. It was 6-6 at halftime for the Seahawks Falcons. They blew them out 37-9.
Yeah.
After that second half went off, and they went off as well. So
So and now my players to watch out for the Super Bowl. Seahawks is Sam Darnold, JSN, KW3, Kenneth Walker the third, Cooper
yeah,
Cup, and this might be shocking, but I think Cooper Cup is another person to watch out for,
that makes sense because
and
he's
the
really
rest of
good
the
in the Super Bowl.
defense.
He's really good. I mean, he had like 60 yards and a touchdown against the Niners.
Oh yeah, and Rashid Shaheed kickoff returns.
Somewhere there, you're saying there's a Shaheed return for a
Yeah.
touchdown.
Yeah, and for Patriots, Drake May, Stephon Diggs, Travion Henderson, Stevenson, Kayshawn, Marcus Jones, Carlton Davis, Gonzalez, Woodson, Henry. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so all those players, very interesting to see how they do. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Um,
Next article.
Now the NFL honors, those winners have been announced. With
Stafford winning MVP.
Stafford winning MVP, well deserved. Drake May had a good year, but 86 yards in the AFC Championship game is not going to win you MVP.
Yeah,
Um,
and Miles Garrett,
we all
who
knew
knew?
it
Who
was actually
knew?
a unanimous decision. It was actually a unanimous decision.
Yeah,
All 50 voted for Garrett.
yeah, and well
So
deserved, well deserved.
yeah,
Single season sack record.
the
Yeah,
one award that I have a problem with,
well,
the
it's
one
coach of the year.
no, that actually that didn't surprise me. What surprised me was offensive player of the year.
Oh, Jackson
because
Smith-Njigba.
yes, JSN had a really good year, but he's
He led the
exclusively
league in
wide
receiving
receiver.
yards, though.
He did, but what about Christian
But,
McCaffrey?
but you
He did,
could,
had he
yeah,
had or Bijan, one of those two. I personally thought that either Bijan or CMC was going to win it.
yeah,
Because
and they were both
they
healthy
had
this year.
they had several rushing yards,
Oh my God.
several receiving yards as a running back, and and touchdowns in both the run game and the passing game. That is an offensive player of the year to me. Someone like Bijan, he went off against the Rams, who made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. The 49ers with CMC, he did the same similar stuff. I mean, look at what he did against the Eagles in the
But,
wild card.
but you could make an argument that Puka should have won it too.
Very well, but to the same point with JSN, only has only really had receiving yards. He
Yeah.
didn't really have anything in the run game.
Well, it's kind of like the
Bijan
hype.
and CMC
It was
did.
kind of like saying Ashton Genty should have won the Heisman instead of Travis Hunter.
Personally, I think he should have. I think Genty should have won it.
Yeah, Genty should have won it. I agree with that.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm honestly happy as well that Bobby Wagner won Man of the Year.
Yeah,
And with the Hall of Fame class as well. With that Hall of Fame class, I have no problem with it. You could
but
make the argument Keith Lee probably should have been another year.
but
You
Drew
could make the
Brees is in it now.
Drew Brees well deserved. No complaints there.
Yeah,
Same can be said. Same is going to be said for Larry Fitz.
Larry Fitz best receiver all time.
Robert Craig as well.
Oh my God, Robert Craig. Oh, Roger Craig, you mean?
No, yeah, Roger. Sorry.
Yeah, he was the running back for the Niners. He played with
Yeah,
Montana, and he was amazing with Montana.
yeah. I mean, he was unbelievable. I had no complaints. I mean, it was long waiting for him. I mean, he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but
So
that's it for
congrats to
the
all the
NFL.
winners. So yeah, and we'll see with now the NBA. And we had a lot of trade deadline chaos, including this.
The Grizzlies
Grizzlies.
trading Jaren Jackson Jr.
It was an 8-player deal with like all the switching back and forth. Um, but with Jaren Jackson, this is going to be I think this is going to be a pretty good trade for him.
Oh yeah, by
This is
far
going to benefit greatly.
it will.
Um, so I mean, obviously with Jaren Jackson, he is arguably probably he is easily the top one of the top players in the league. Um, so I mean, it'll be very interesting because I mean, with him going uh to the Jazz, um, so obviously I do believe he was on the injury report um for their game against the Magic, if I'm not
He,
mistaken.
he might
Uh,
have.
I think yeah, he is. He is. I'm reading it here. Yeah, he is. Um, and I do think I do think he's going to be a really good factor to um the Jazz because I mean he's averaging I think like 20 points per game, 21.
Right. Yeah.
Um, so I mean this will be very interesting to see how this trade goes
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
obviously it's an 8-player deal, so I mean, maybe other players sneak their way to be better than Jackson, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
Like maybe 1% chance that that happens, but we'll
yeah.
see what happens with
We'll see.
this trade because Jaren Jackson, one of the best players in the league, will be very interesting to see what happens,
All
what
right.
comes of this.
Next article.
Will
Ooh,
Ja Morant be traded? Because there was talk that teams were trying to trade for him. Teams were trying to, but apparently no one was able to make a serious offer. No one was able to make a serious offer for him, and that's the reason why he's staying in Memphis till the end of the season. But I personally, I do think someone will try to trade for Morant. I don't know who it is.
I
I
think
really don't know
yeah.
because I mean, you could make an argument with AD being at the Lakers try to go after him,
Oh, the
maybe,
Lakers. Oh,
maybe because AD got traded.
yeah.
Or sorry, the Mavericks. Sorry,
I,
I'm so
I
stupid.
oh
The
the
Maver
Matt
that's what I meant to say. The Mavericks try to go after him, maybe. Um,
possibly. No, I think the Lakers could go after him. Think about it.
yeah, yeah,
LeBron,
actually, yeah,
Bronny, Luca, Ja.
because I do think Luka got injured.
Yeah. Oh my
Uh,
God, Luca's
like
always injured.
like earlier this week, I think he got injured.
Uh,
Um, so I those are
now
my
you
two
can make
top
an argument
destinations.
that the NBA has more injuries than the NFL.
Honestly, you kind of raise a good point because I mean you're running around for like 15 minutes
Yeah.
per quarter practically. Yeah, there's a lot of stoppages, but I mean you're running for practically 60 minutes
Yeah.
um, nonstop, going back and forth, back and forth. I mean,
Right.
I do agree with that argument. So again, will be interesting. Uh,
We'll see what
I
happens.
we'll see if he gets traded. Personally, I think he does. Um,
Yeah,
his time
same.
in Memphis is great, but as I say, all good things come to an end.
All
We'll
right.
see what happens, and with that, Davis, Anthony
Wow.
Davis to the
That
Washington Wizards.
this is the biggest trade of the week by far.
Yeah, because Wizards, a dead in the water franchise for probably the past like
They
3
even
years.
recently traded for Trey Young, and look at
Yeah,
this.
he was traded like middle of the Hawks game.
Yeah.
Like middle of the Hawks game, he was traded.
Yeah,
Um,
and then Trey Young walked out of there and never came back.
yeah, he said I want to get milk. Um, and I honestly like this trade for the Wizards. But then again, AD is very injury prone.
Yeah.
He is very injury prone.
I'll say this: if the Wizards can stay healthy, then both Trey Young and Anthony Davis, they're gonna lead them to an NBA playoff run.
Yeah, I actually agree with that quite a lot
And if Jordan
because
Poole can stay healthy, if he's still on the Wizards.
Jordan Poole was traded to the Pelicans.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, he was traded to the Pelicans, but I mean, even without Jordan Poole, I do believe that Alex Czar, um, Anthony Davis, Trey Young, those three, really good, really
yeah.
good.
So yeah, the Wizards could be a dark horse next year.
Yeah, depending on how their draft goes,
I mean, yeah.
that'll decide what happens.
All right.
So
Next
with that,
article.
and then James Harden, he's going to the Cavaliers. He went
Yep.
from the Clippers, and Darius Garland went to the
The Clippers.
Clippers in exchange for Harden.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think this
this
is a good
seems
move for Cleveland.
I actually kind of agree. Some people have been saying like this is a really bad trade. I don't know
Yeah.
why in God's name they traded for him. But I honestly see the vision of the Cavs trying to bring him in
Yeah.
because because he's now part of a he is now part of a playoff team. Because I
Yeah.
think as I'm saying this right now, I think the Cavs are fourth and people in the chat can correct me on that. I do believe that they are fourth in the standings right now. But yeah, I actually like James Harden quite a lot.
They're still fourth. They're 31-21 with the Raptors and Sixers trailing.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, they're in fourth. Um, I actually do again, I do like James Harden quite a lot. He's a great player.
Yeah, he's
Um,
good.
every now and again he'll get injured, but I mean, you know what they say with him, fear the beard.
Fear the
Um,
beard.
I do think that this is going to benefit both teams really, because Darius Garland, really good player. James Harden, pretty good player.
And now James Harden's going to be paired up with Donovan Mitchell at
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Cleveland now.
yeah. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out for him because, um, with James Harden going there, I mean,
Yeah.
he's now part of a playoff team, um, and a really good team.
We've seen
The,
it in the past when
the one
he's on.
time, the one time where Cleveland actually has a good team, the
Yeah.
city of Cleveland has a good team.
Yeah. But this is like the Sixers when he was on the Sixers. He went off during that playoff run. But
Yeah,
it was until they lost to Boston.
yeah.
And next
So, and
article,
next,
this has got to be the most important one ever.
yeah, Giannis being forced to stay in Milwaukee.
Sorry, Giannis, you're staying here, Giannis.
Yeah,
What? This is impossible.
yeah. He wants out.
Yeah, they're
He
they're just holding him in hostage at this point.
Yeah. At this point, they're just keeping him because, um,
They just want they said they want the best for him.
yeah. This is gonna this is as to what you said earlier in the show. This is similar. This is like a similar situation to the Mikey deal, just in
Micah
season.
Parsons trade, yeah.
Yeah, this is just happening like in season. This is like an
I
in
know.
season Micah Parsons trade.
Yeah,
Um,
this is just not good. He's probably going to be traded this off season,
I can guarantee he's going to
or he's going to
because
request to be released.
yeah, I mean he's going to request to be released, and then some team could just pick him up for free practically. Uh,
Yeah,
so I honestly think that he's either going to get traded or released. One of the two.
one of these does.
Traded is probably going to be the more likely thing that happens because
But if he gets released, then
the
that's going
Bucks
to be shocking.
because the Bucks would get probably like 4 firsts at least for him,
Yeah,
and maybe a couple players as well with that. Um,
probably.
so we'll see. I mean, I, I don't think that the Bucks were smart. They should have traded him at the trade deadline.
They should have.
Kind of forced the teams to kind of over trade
Yeah, it's
because
like saying the Warriors were gonna trade Steph Curry for Giannis. What
yeah,
obviously did not happen.
the Warriors are not stupid. They're not going to trade Steph to Milwaukee.
Of course they're not. Like
Yeah,
they would trade.
they're going to keep him until he retires, similar to the Caps with Ovechkin.
Yeah,
They're going to keep him until he retires. Um, but yeah, I do think the top destinations I would say for him, as I said last week, are probably the Warriors or Knicks.
I say so too.
Because the Warriors need a good center, and the Knicks have.
Here's what's also shocking. I think the Sixers can pull off something crazy to get this guy. I think they can, but it's gonna be really really tough.
It will be because I mean you
They
have
should
to
trade Tyrese Maxey for him.
and like 3 or 4
And,
firsts
and we already
and maybe a
lost Jared.
second.
We already lost Jared McCain. We're not losing Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, without getting something good in return.
And I don't know why we traded Jared McCain in the first place. Like he was so good for us. Like and he was a generational prospect for us.
Yeah, he did actually have quite a down year
and
this
he's
year, but
out of here.
yeah, I mean it'll be interesting to see where he goes, where Giannis goes, because um obviously with um obviously with the Bucks, they want him to stay with them.
They
He's
want the
basically been
best.
locked up in a you're staying prison.
Yeah,
Um,
this is basically like the Dallas situation. This is just like the Michael Parsons situation again.
this is the Micah Parsons treatment in the NBA
This
practically.
it is. I don't like this one bit.
So yeah, we'll see. And I I mean with the next one, we got the NBA.
ML
Not the MLB, sorry. I was looking at NBA, my bad.
in the
With
we,
this
we got the
three-team
Brendan
trade,
Donovan trade.
it included Brendan Donovan in it. Um,
So in return, the Mariners got Brendan Donovan from the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals got three prospects, and
yeah,
then
they got uh Gerangelo,
I think it's pronounced War Angelo
yeah, Warangelo
Sagente.
Sagente, yeah, Ty Pete, and Colton Ledbetter, and two complimentary B draft picks.
Yeah,
So
and then
that's what the Cardinals got. The
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 Mariners,
the Mariners got Brandon Donovan,
and who
and
was an All-Star Gold Glove.
The Rays got
Third baseman Ben Williamson.
yeah, they got Williamson. Honestly, I think all three will benefit from this. The Cardinals got the most out of this.
Yeah, yeah, but I
Doesn't
think
mean they got the best out of it though.
But the
Does not
Mariner,
mean they
I
got
think the Mariners got the best out of it. You can make an argument that the Mariners or the Rays got the best out of it, because if you want to say the Mariners did, you gotta say Brendan Donovan was the best out of it, because he's an all star, Gold Glover, and he was going now he's going from a bad team to like another bad team that made the playoffs last year.
yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what comes out of this
But you can
because
also say the Rays got the best out of it because Brandon Williamson is also a generational young prospect.
right.
Respect. So you can
Um
make an argument there that one of these teams got the best out of it.
yeah. Apparently also with um yeah, sorry. It's I just saw something from the from Ian Rappaport. The Dolphins are apparently look looking to trade Tua.
Oh my god.
It says it says that Tua a Tua Tagovailoa trade is doable.
Oh my god.
So what I mean, maybe that breaks during the show, maybe it doesn't. Um, but
Maybe.
it could this could be big. That Tua could be traded um at the end of the season or even very soon. It could happen. But
Possibly.
back with the Donovan news. Um, I do think that Brendan Donovan could bring sort of a a
A
big
little life
energy
a
to that.
little a little life to Seattle.
Yeah, because obviously you bring in this all-star from St. Louis to Seattle, um, and a team that's kind of looking to
To make its
get
first
us,
ever World Series appearance ever.
yeah, try to get to the World Series. This is a step in the right direction for them.
This is, yeah.
So we'll see. Um,
Next one.
several teams. The and speaking of the Cardinals, the
Look
Brewers,
what's
Cardinals, Marlins, Reds, Rays, Royals, they're all moving to MLB Media. This ended up happening early in the week. Um, and I think it actually moved up to 9. Well, I think it's moved up to 9.
Oh my god.
So I do think that it's interesting because obviously with that trade with that change, um, it's gonna it's I honestly think that the MLB does a good job of broadcasting. They do a good job of doing it. Um, Plus, it makes it more accessible. Um, at least in my opinion, it kind of makes it more accessible to like the people who don't do like streaming services and stuff.
Oh yeah, because most of the because they're TV broadcasts, they they're not. It's always a blackout restriction when I try to watch them.
Yeah. So doing this, I feel like it's helping the fans out more.
Yeah, and now you can watch these for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you have an MLB TV subscription, but I get mine for free on T-Mobile.
Yeah. So I honestly think that this is going to be this is a good move. I think this is a good transition. So it honestly depends on, like, do you have the streaming service or do you not? Um, that's what it basically depends on. That'll decide like what side you're on. Do you care or do you not?
Yeah.
So,
All right,
um,
next one.
with that, Joe Carter, legendary player.
And yes, this is an old photo of him hitting a walk-off homer in the World Series. Unfortunately, being the Phillies.
So yeah, I'm actually happy for him because I mean, an icon in Blue
He
Jays
is an
baseball.
icon of the Blue Jays.
It was announced that it's going to be revealed in July. It was
In
announced
July,
that
yes.
in July it's going to happen.
And I think that's a perfect time since it's right in the middle of the season.
Yeah, it's going to probably happen before a game, before in the or during
Or
like
during
in between.
the pregame ceremony.
Yeah. Um. So I'm happy for him, because this is definitely one of those guys who you like, especially maybe probably like your parents grew up watching this guy and just an absolute icon of both Blue Jays baseball and just the MLB as a whole.
Yeah.
So,
All right, next article. Will
will
Puerto
Puerto
Rico
Rico?
withdraw?
Honestly, I don't think they will. They'll try to. They'll try to continue on. Try
With
to.
without their captain, and it was also announced 1 week ago. If you guys did not see it, that Francisco Lindor is not playing because of shoulder surgery and because of insurance issues.
Yeah, and that's actually been the problem with a lot of these players is
Yeah,
the
same thing with
insurance,
Carlos Correa. He's not playing.
because of the insurance
And
problem.
funny, and Francisco Lindor, that's the Puerto Rico captain. He's the Puerto Rico captain of the team,
Yeah,
and this is going to be a blow for them.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna. It, it honestly, I honestly think they're gonna try. I don't think they'll go far.
They won't.
Uh,
I don't think they'll go far either.
they won't go far, I don't think. But I mean, I don't see them withdrawing, to be honest, because I mean, this kind of competitions happen very rarely. It's not like a once a year thing, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
So it'll be interesting to see if they do. I don't see them doing it. I'm sure you agree with me on this. I don't think they
yeah.
withdraw.
I don't think they will either. All right, next article.
So
This is biggest signing all week for in baseball. Framber
because
Valdez,
he got his
former
money.
Astros pitcher, got his money
He got 3 year, $115 million.
with the Detroit
Um,
Tigers. And this
yeah.
is gonna be
So
amazing for the Tigers. They got two good lefties. They have a Cy Young lefty in Tarek Skubal, who is participating in the World Baseball Classic for the USA, and Framber Valdez is gonna be right. It's gonna be like the second man in the rotation.
yeah. So um, I do think that Valdez will be a good factor to them. I do like him quite a lot.
Yeah, he did. He may have had a down year last year. A ERA, a run earned, a run at earned run average above 3, but this is probably still a good signing, and he
Yeah, this
could bounce
is
back from that.
yeah. So we'll see. I do think this is going to benefit the Tigers greatly.
Yeah, and now we're
With the
switching
Premier
over to
League,
the Premier League.
will Bernardo Silva resign? I think gonna be similar to the Salah re-signing, because with Mo Salah he had to do had he had one of his best years ever while on a contract year, and he eventually got re-signed, but and it wasn't just him, it was Van Dijk as well. They let Trent go to Madrid, um obviously, but there are rumors that Trent might want to come back
Yeah,
to the Premier League. Um, so with it, I think it's going to be a similar situation here. If Bernardo Silva has like a really good end of the year, I think he's going to get re-signed by City.
yeah,
If he doesn't, which I don't think he does, I think he probably goes to Saudi.
right.
I think he goes to Saudi if he doesn't get re-signed with City, because Saudi have been wanting him for so long. Um, I mean, I think they've been wanting him for like what 3 years now. So I I do think that he does resign with Manchester City. Um, but I would say it's not entirely possible that he goes to try that Saudi Pro League as well.
All right, yeah. Next is
Jeremy Jacquet, he goes to Liverpool. Um, it it was there was a chance that Jacquet could have gone to Chelsea.
yeah,
But no, he's going to Liverpool. Um, I honestly think this is going to benefit them, because this is gonna I think I see him as a Van Dyke successor, if I'm being completely honest.
yeah.
Because Jacquet's like, I think he's 20, if I'm not mistaken. He is 20 years old, and he is one of the best young defenders in the French in Liga. So I honestly love this move for Liverpool, um, because um, you know you want you want to develop your young team, because you don't want to be building this old team up to this point and then you have to rely on these younger players who haven't really had game time, um, throw them into the Lions Den, and then the next year you're fighting relegation. So um, yeah, I think this is going to benefit them really. Like, they're going to benefit from this greatly. Um, so we'll see how this turns out, because obviously with Liverpool not being in Europe right now, as I'm saying this right now,
Wait,
um,
I just saw. I'm looking at a photo right now. It says Cooper Cup. It looks like Cooper Cup is throwing a pass at practice.
oh,
We might be a
oh yeah, I see it as well. Yeah, that came out.
possible trick play coming.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, I'm excited.
that could get interesting. That could um, but yeah, with Liverpool playing Man City tomorrow at Anfield, that'll be interesting to see, because obviously with people playing in the Premier League right now, let me see here, because yeah, Man United ended up beating Tottenham earlier today. Um,
Man.
so it'll be very interesting, because Chelsea ended up winning their game as well. So it'll all depend. If Liverpool win this, they're still in Europe contention. If they don't, it's going to be real hard for them to come back from that. Even a draw is going to hurt them greatly because I mean, say they don't win the Champions League, they're obviously out of the Carabao Cup, which we'll get to here in a minute. I mean, you have to they have to be top four, um, because I mean, I do. It did say from Fabrizio Romano, Jaquet isn't going to get stolen. He, I think he has already been like officially signed. He's going to join them um, in the summer transfer. So, um, it's going to be interesting from what Liverpool do with him, because I see him as a Van Dijk successor.
All right. Next article for Premier
And
League.
the Carabao Cup, it's the top two teams in the Prem right now, as we're recording this, Arsenal and Man City. Honestly, I think Arsenal win 2-1. I think Arsenal win it. Um, Arsenal will win it 2-1. Um, my second prediction would probably be 1-1, and Arsenal win on penalties 4-2.
Oh.
So uh, it'll be interesting for this game because it doesn't happen till March. So, um, but the semifinals wrapped up this week, so we're doing the headline now because uh, obviously it just finished with the final officially set. Um, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this because obviously Arsenal are 9 points clear of Man City right now. Obviously, Man City still have to play tomorrow against Liverpool, but say Liverpool win that, then it's a 9 point deficit for Man City, and I think Arsenal would then have that up. It's served to them on a silver platter, basically. So I don't see Arsenal throwing this away. I see Manchester City losing to Liverpool tomorrow. I see them doing it because Liverpool, I feel like, have the bigger need to win that game because you're still having to fight for a top four spot.
Right. Right.
So I honestly see Liverpool winning that tomorrow, and I see Arsenal winning the Carabao Cup.
Okay. Next,
We got the
brand new
NHL.
addition.
Now we did not do it any news last week on the NHL just because there
There
wasn't
was,
really anything that
yeah.
happened last week in the NHL.
Yeah.
Um, but with that, we mainly did this part for for two reasons. This one with Artemi Panarin, he's now going to the Kings. Honestly, I think the Rangers got scammed in this one
Oh.
because you look at the look how they look what they got in return for Panarin. He's a young up and comer and only a 2026 third and a 2028 fourth, and Liam Greentree. I mean, to me that seems too little.
Serious?
That seems too little to me because you're you're looking at a potential like one of the best players in the NHL, one of the best young up and comers in the NHL, and you trade him for a third, a fourth in 2028, and then Liam Greentree. I do think Liam Greentree is a pretty good player, but he's not the kind of game changer that Panarin is, I feel like. I think that the Rangers did not get enough from this. I would have thought maybe like a first and Greentree and maybe a third for 27. But obviously um with this trade, um it's going to be interesting to see what comes from this. Again, as I wrap this one up, this I feel like the Rangers didn't get enough.
Yeah. All right.
And
Gavin
then obviously
McKenna.
Gavin McKenna, he still is projected to be the number one overall pick. I still think he does become the number one overall pick even from this, but he faced assault charges this entire week practically. So what basically happened was it was after a hockey game that he and his mom went to a bar, and a fight broke out. And apparently, from later reports, he was protecting his mom. It seems like, um, and uh, so I think he's kind of in the right here, and
Yeah.
I feel
If
like
he was protecting his mom, then I don't think he should not. I don't think he should not have been
yeah, I
charged.
mean they were dropped the charges were dropped by prosecutors uh yesterday. So um I do think um he was in the right here. I don't think that he was in the wrong because you're protecting family.
Yeah, and we got breaking news as massive security operation for Super Bowl has begun.
Yeah, well, it's a day before the Super Bowl, so figured that would be the case.
Yeah, and last night, the Air Force and the Navy conducted practice for the flyover as well.
Okay.
And then there was like some random firework practice too.
That's
Like
probably for the national anthem.
probably.
That would probably be for the national anthem. That would surprise me if it's for something else.
Yeah.
Um, and rightly so. Um, but yeah, with Gavin McKenna, I do think he's in the right. So I don't think this will affect his draft stock.
Okay. Next, NASCAR,
NASCAR news.
our last topic.
And here with Dario Franchitti, he's going to be racing for Tricon in the Truck Series at St. Petersburg. Um, obviously he I don't think he's raced in it since like at least a decade because um he I honestly am curious to see how he does. I do think St. Petersburg is the third race on the schedule. I think it's the third. For the trucks, it's not going to be Cup won't be racing at St. Petersburg. Um, they're going to be in Vegas, I believe. Vegas or Coda, I can't remember. Um, but I do think this is going to be a I do think this is going to be a really good a really I honestly like Franchitti a lot. I'm 99% sure he attempted the Indy 500 last year. Um so I do like this because uh he's a great driver, and this is really good for the sport as well because this is an IndyCar guy who has raced on this track before, just not in a truck.
Yeah.
Um, so, uh, so, uh, no, he did not attempt the Daytona 500 last year. Not Daytona 500, the Indy 500. Sorry. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. I'm not expecting him to win, to be honest. Um, but it'll still be fun to watch him race there. So
Yeah. And next,
with Cletus McFarland, he is going to borrowing him um not getting approval from NASCAR. He will need to get approval from NASCAR on the due to he has to test at Rockingham on the 10th of February in order to make sure that he's like able to actually race in trucks. Um, so I, honestly, obviously, huge YouTube sensation. Um, and I honestly think he's going to do all right. I'm not expecting him to win, to be honest. Um, but uh, it'll be very interesting to see how he does because obviously he's doing some ARCA races. I do believe he's doing the ARCA race at Daytona as well. So it'll be very interesting to see how he does um, with Nice Motorsports because he has done uh, he did some races last year in ARCA only. He did one at Talladega. He did one at Daytona. I do think that with this is going to definitely publicize um, trucks as well because you have Cletus McFarland. You also have Tony Stewart coming back for the Daytona race as well. So um, I do have I this pack is going to be this race is going to be stacked with a bunch of past drivers, potentially McFarland, which I think he gets approval to be honest. Um, uh, so yeah, I find this great that he is
We got
going
we
to.
got we got huge breaking news in the NFL. As Kirk Cousins is expected to be released by the Falcons before the start of the year.
Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, I just got the notification. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Just sign
So
with
yeah,
ESPN. Just
yeah.
go
He
now.
actually did well with I
At
think he
the
did
AFC
well with
Championship.
CBS with CBS advertising that. I do think he did well.
Yeah, I think he did.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah. All right. Next
So
article.
next one with Carson Hocevar. Obviously, he did participate in the clash last week and did a pretty decent job there. He's going to be on a long-term deal now. He's on a long-term extension with Spire Motorsports. So a lot of people were saying he was gonna go up the ladder and compete in like a championship team next year. Well, unless some other team buys him out, gets him and gives the team a bunch of money, I don't see him leaving Spire now with this extension. To be honest, I personally see uh I see him competing for wins this year, to be honest. Because Spire has developed into a real team. They are a really good team this year. Um,
Yeah.
they I actually see Hocevar being up the front at Daytona for the 500. Um, so uh, it'll be very interesting to see what he does in those uh, at Spire because obviously with um, obviously with Spire Motorsports, I mean last year they were kind of a mid-pack team because I mean obviously they don't have the they don't have the supplies that Hendrick Motorsports, Joe Gibbs Racing, they don't have those kinds of materials that those powerhouses have Spire. So obviously they have to uh, develop what they have, and they have a really good young up and comer with Hocevar. They also have Daniel Suarez coming in. He actually a two-time race winner in the Cup Series,
Yeah.
and then with uh, Michael McDowell as well, a Daytona 500 winner. Um, I do think that Spire could be a very big dark horse. I actually ended up uh, talking to Carson Hocevar. I went to Richmond last year, um, got a picture with him, got his autograph. I mean, real nice guy, really tall. He's like 6'4", I think. So he's like 6'5", made me look short, and I'm 6 foot. So I mean, this I actually love this move for Spire because although I would like to see Hocevar in a better equipped car because he is one of as only like a third year racer in the Cup Series. He's done really well. And I think that with this, he's easily going to become uh, a really big uh, piece. And I honestly think he could get his first career win this year. If I'm being completely honest, I see him getting a win this year. So will be interesting to see what he does this year and beyond, because obviously it's a long-term deal. We'll see what happens from here.
Okay.
And then now with Corey Heim, he's doing 12 races, and that's a bold statement for 23XI because Heim only did like 2 or 3 races last year. So obviously with Heim, he is one of the best young up and coming drivers in the cup in NASCAR as a whole. I mean, if you saw his drive at Phoenix in this past season, I mean, he went 7 wide to get the win at Phoenix, which is just an amazing effort to get the championship. That's what this picture is from when he won that championship. Um, so I honestly like this move. I think Heim should probably get a full time ride next year because he is easily the the best up and coming driver in the top 3 in the if you combine O'Reilly and Cressman into one, they are the he is the best driver in if you put him in
Yeah.
both those. If you combine both of them together, he is the best driver in
Right.
both series. So for me, I see him as uh, one of the best. I honestly think he should have gotten 23XI could have gone, given him the given him a full time ride this year. But obviously they do have Riley Herbst still racing with them in the 35. Um, and Heim, I mean, I think he finished like 11th or 13th. Yeah, it was 13th at Las Vegas. He had no right to be up there. No one expected him to do that well. No one,
Yeah.
because I mean, he that was I think it was like his second start ever in Cup, and he's already in the top 15. Although although 23XI is a really good team, they are a good uh they are a good team in the sport. But personally, um I see him getting a full time ride. I see him replacing Herbst next year. I honestly do
Wow.
because a lot of people will agree with me on this because Herbst has been nowhere. You have Bub Wallace, you have Tyler Reddick. They're always fighting for wins. Herbst is fighting for his life in the to potentially get like a top 25. So, I mean, maybe it's down to the car that he's driving or it's just him. I think it's down to him. I think it's down to Herbst just not performing to the level that needs to be for him because Heim blew Herbst out of the water. He beat big names. And yes, 13th, the outsider might look at that be like, "Oh, well, he didn't get a top 10 or a top 5." So, um yeah, I see uh I see Heim replacing Herbst But I mean, the with 2311, obviously they came out the lawsuit. They came out of that lawsuit with NASCAR. That didn't affect their performance. I mean, maybe that might be down to the lack of because it was down to like a charter disagreement as well. Because um obviously with the lawsuit that might have, because that was around the same time when the lawsuit started, they created the 35 car for Riley Herbst, but that really shouldn't. I mean, that could affect it because you need a lot of money to have a good car. Um, but I honestly see Heim replacing Herbst. I mean that shouldn't affect your performance to do just as well as Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace are doing. That shouldn't affect your performance.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I mean that's it with NASCAR. But going back to that Cousins news, with that Kirk Cousins news,
yeah. Kirk
I actually
Cousins.
I do see someone going after him as like a backup, maybe sign him to like a 1 year deal, kind of like a Mariota kind of deal,
Probably, yeah.
kind of because obviously um with um with Kirk Cousins, he was a really good quarterback at one point, but that was a while ago. I mean, he's not a starting quarterback anymore, I don't feel like.
Yeah,
He is not one of those guys you look at and say starting quarterback. Not anymore
true.
at least.
That's true.
Because I do think Kirk Cousins can be a good quarterback at times. I mean, he did replace Michael Penix when he was injured, and he actually did a pretty good job. He
Yeah,
did do a pretty good. I mean, he was winning them games. He was winning them games.
but it wasn't enough. It wasn't not enough
Yeah,
games
it
though.
was not enough because the season was already over for them.
Yeah,
So
but it's safe to say that I think Penix is, as of right now, a bust. Unfortunately,
yeah,
but
I actually don't think he is a bust because um it's just it's really for him just one bump in the road. I don't really see him.
yeah, I guess you're kind of right on that.
I mean, we all talk about rookie quarterbacks now having a sophomore slump. This was a sophomore slump for Michael Penix. You could say the same thing for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
It
you
was the same thing.
can.
It was the same story. Um, same. I mean, it wasn't really the same for Bo Nix. It definitely wasn't for Caleb Williams. He had one of the worst years of the rookie quarterbacks from last year.
Right.
And then came back to be one of the best. Um, although it was a completely different scenario compared to Jane Daniels, where he had everything built. He just needed to finish it, and he finished it perfectly fine. All the way to the NFC Championship game. But when you look at that, you have to say Penix had a quite. He wasn't. He didn't really have the starting job. Everyone expected him to be um, the backup because they had 40 million a year Kirk Cousins. Um, so obviously with Cousins potentially being released, I fully see um I fully see one of the teams going after him as a backup, not as a starter, because I feel like um I feel like his time as a starter has passed.
Yeah.
So we actually also have other breaking news that the Seahawks are elevating Cam Akers and Velus Jones from their practice squad ahead of Super Bowl 60.
Because
And
there was injuries.
yeah,
Yeah.
with Zach Charbonnet out as well.
Yeah.
Obviously with that's gotta play a factor.
It will.
Um, and then the Patriots also elevated running back Dernish Johnston, and defensive end Leonard Taylor the third to their active roster as well. Um, Personally, I think if we could go back to the Super Bowl real quick, um, it just seems to me that a lot of people were saying how this is going to be a blowout. The Seahawks are going to blow them out. I don't
Yeah,
see it happening. I
I
don't
don't
see a
see
blowout happening
I don't see blowout
because
anymore.
because apparently Nicky Manwari
Is also
he,
injured.
he injured his ankle, but apparently Mike McDonald said he was not worried. He fully expects um,
Him to play.
Manwari to be ready. Yeah, he fully expects him to be ready. So I'm with McDonald on that. I think that they're gonna be able to um, get him to play. I do think he will play for them.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see uh, if how if Manwari plays, and if he plays, how good will he play?
Yeah.
Um, if he does play, I wouldn't expect him to get like 3 interceptions. I wouldn't expect that at all.
Right.
Um, but what I would expect out of Manwari if he does play is to potentially record um, uh, potentially one interception, maybe an
Yeah.
interception, because I see Drake May throwing two,
Yeah.
one in the first half, and then one at the end of the game,
Yeah.
because as like a desperate measure, because you're down one score, it's like fourth down and something like that. I would expect him to throw 2 interceptions. I expect Drake May to throw two. I expect Sam Darnold to throw one,
Yeah.
and then Sam Darnold throws 3 touchdowns.
I think
Drake May throws two, and he
Travion Henderson will score a touchdown in the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
I honestly think this is gonna be pretty low scoring, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
It's
see
gonna I
this
think it's gonna be 27 for 24.
I see something similar. I see 24 to 21.
Mm.
I see 24 to 21. I see, as I said, Sam Darnold throwing 3 touchdowns, Drake May throwing two, Stevenson rushes one.
Henderson's got to at least get one too.
It's either going to be Stevenson or Henderson who gets that third.
Yeah.
Um, so the Patriots could very well go for two. So it could go 27-22,
It could.
but I highly doubt they go for two for that one because it wouldn't really mean a difference. You still have to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So actually, they could, if with your prediction with the 27, I still think I think it's going to be 24-21.
Ooh.
Um, I think it's going to be 24-21 because both are really good with their defense. Both are really good with their offense.
Yeah.
So I see their defense. The defense shows up more in the first half, and then they get slightly gassed and are going to come back and get more. The offenses will be able to score more points in the second half, similar to how it's been all season, where the game doesn't really kick off until the second half starts.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's been a theme the whole season. I mean, you look at, as I'll mention like I did earlier in this episode with the Falcons and Seahawks. It was 6-6 at halftime.
And then
37-9 was the final score.
in second half, Seahawks went off.
Yeah. So I would not be surprised to see I would not be surprised at all if I saw a low scoring first half and then just a complete ball out in the second half. Would not be
Yeah.
surprised. But yeah, fully expect uh the oh, we got breaking news out of the NBA.
Oh, what's that? What is it?
So the Golden State Warriors are signing two-way guard Pat Spencer to a contract for the rest of the season.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting because I think he had like the hold on, let me look here. Looking at the previous games real quick because I do think he with Steph out that could work for him. He's because Steph's currently injured.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Pat Spencer scored 20 on the 5th of February when the Warriors last played. Pat Spencer scored 20 points. So I honestly, I mean that's, I mean I think plus they got yeah, Steph's out, Jimmy Butler out as well because of that torn ACL a couple weeks back. Um, it's going to be interesting with what Pat Spencer will bring because obviously with Pat Spencer, um, he is a two-way guard,
He is, yeah.
but he's, I mean, it's, I feel like this is a fill the void kind of signing while Steph's out.
Yeah.
So I feel like with that, that's what's going to happen. But with the I mean, with the MLB, with the World Baseball Classic, I mean, that's also gonna that's also gonna be interesting. And oh my God,
What?
the Terrence Gore has passed away.
Wait, wait, what teams did he play for?
Terrence Gore, uh, he was a he was longtime Royals outfielder and pitch running
Oh,
specialist.
oh yeah, I already saw that.
Yeah,
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 I did not realize that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so the Rockies have signed uh Connor Capel to a minor league deal. Um, so that's interesting. But yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna again, all of this is just uh, I mean, I did mention yesterday that Superfile is sponsoring Shane Vegas bringing at the Daytona 500. I mean, uh, oh wow, yeah. Um, I I just see um I see going back to the Pat Spencer, I this is just a fill-in kind of thing for him because um I don't really see I don't I don't see Pat Spencer being like a star player. I mean I expect him to do well
Yeah.
while Steph's out, but I don't see him, getting a uh being better than Steph. This is just a fill-in thing, but while Steph's injured, and then when he comes back in, Pat Spencer will just be like on the bench and a sub. So
Right, right.
similar to how he's been lately. So I mean,
Yeah, and yeah, I think that is all.
yeah, I mean a lot of stuff happened, and I mean we covered it pretty well. I pretty quickly actually.
Yeah, that was quick. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this.
Yeah, I mean we'll be back with this next week as well.
Yeah,
So
and
we're doing it every Saturday.
there'll be a lot to go through next week.
Yeah, especially with the Super Bowl and
And
everything.
preview, we are doing a mock draft next week, I think. For
Yeah,
the
yeah. With we're gonna probably do that later. Like the mock draft will come later, like closer to draft week.
yeah, and for the World Baseball Classic, we will be streaming the United States games because always America's gonna
USA.
win. USA is gonna win.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Well, please.
So yeah, I would love for everyone. I'm trying to get to 50 subs. Hopefully,
50
I mean,
sub.
I'm trying to get there by the beginning of the Super Bowl, but I highly doubt. Um, unless like unless you like let everyone know that I'm trying to get there. I mean, I'm trying to stream the Daytona 500, but um, you know, I need to get to 50 subs. So I would appreciate if everyone did subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Yeah. Subscribe to me, subscribe to JP. Yeah, and as always,